Good afternoon, everybody. This is just an update on where I've been and what I've been up to, and reasons why I've not done a video for quite a while. So there's three reasons for this video. One is for my subscribers to explain where I've been and why I haven't done a video for a while. Two is for a subscriber that's interested in having a epidural, which I've just gone through not so long back, and one previous. And the third is for me having a knee operation, a full knee replacement. So I'm going to take you through all that as I go through. How do I start? I suppose at the beginning, shall I? Okay, one, I want to thank all the doctors, the nurses, the anaesthetists, the physios. I want to thank them for a big thank you for them. Couldn't have done it without you, and they've looked after me fantastic. So, brilliant. Thank you very much. So, from the beginning, you have a pre-op. Within that pre-op, you're having your blood tests done, your blood pressures, your oxygen, all that, x-rays. That's done, and they'll explain to you what's going to happen to you, the possibilities, what could go wrong, worst case scenario. It doesn't normally happen, but they've got to give you the worst case scenario. So they gave me that. After that, they're giving a pack to take home with you. Consisting in that pack is a nasal gel, information on your what you're going to go through, what you can do to help you through that. Also, there's a body wash stroke shampoo. This has got to be used through 5 days before your actual operation. The nasal gel you've got to use twice daily. Obviously it's a nasal gel, so you know where that goes. Then there's like a glucose pack, like a tube, which you've got to use 2 times the night before and 1 on the morning. It's like a glucose energy drink. Put it into, I think it was 250 mils of water, whack it in, then drink it down. It's taste-wise a bit bland, but it's not very nice. Anyway, cutting that short. From there, you've got that your pre-test lasts you roughly about 4 months. So you know it's pretty imminent. Otherwise, they've got to do all the tests again. Anyway, I got a call. Sorry. Reason why I didn't do a video. We're having the pre-test on, or the pre-op on in the June. I cancelled my holidays due to the fact I have annual holidays. End of July, beginning of August. Didn't want to take it for the simple fact if I got a call, I'm away. So I want the knee op, or get a phone call or letter, whichever. As it happens, sod's law, didn't get one. Saved me some money, hey ho. Always a good thing, I suppose. From there, I had to wait. Then I did get a call 25th of September. Got in, my son took me to the hospital, signed in, got all gowned up, had my blood pressure taken, oxygen level. I'm not sure if I had my weight taken. Probably told me to get off the scales, too heavy, but hey ho. No, I can't remember. Anyway, gowned up and waited, only to be cancelled. And I get it, I've got some underlying issues, and they couldn't facilitate a aftercare bed. So I get it, and they were just looking after my health, so I'm happy with that. Back to work, and just didn't know when the next date was. In the end, I get a date 2 weeks after, so relatively quickly. 9th of October, back in there. Through the same thing again, they give you blood pressure, oxygen, and temperature test. My temperature was about 35 something, which they're not too happy about. So they give me what they call a hot dog, but I call it a hot blanket. I don't know why they call it hot dog, but I don't know. So anyway, I've got that around me. I've got a late operating time, which was about 3 o'clock. Bear in mind, the operation takes 2.5 to 3 hours, so you're not going through a small operation. It is a big operation, okay? So you're waiting there, gowned up, and after that you walked into a pre-operating theatre room. You lay on a bed. You've got nurses, anaesthetists, I think that's about it, maybe some more. Everything's sort of taking its toll. You know it's happening, so you're in this room. Told to sit down, well, sit on the bed. I won't say it's a bed, it's like a pre-operating bed. And you're given an injection onto the top of your hand. Not 100% sure what it was. It could have been like a sedative to calm you down. I don't know. With my underlying condition, they give me, obviously, they're monitoring my blood pressure all the time. Then they're talking to you. Then they give you a pillow. I didn't know whether to hug it or cry on it. I don't know. But basically, you're given this pillow, and you've got to hold it, and you're asked to arch your back, not slump, arch your back, and you've got your back for sort of like this. So what it does, it actually opens your spine up, so you can it makes your spine more accessible. I was given a choice of an anesthetic, anesthesia. Anyway, that or an epidural. Because I had an epidural before, I wanted it again. And they reckon it's a quicker recovery, whether it is or not. Both have side effects. You may or may not suffer from them. I've had it twice and not suffered from anything. One of the side effects, which I was told and remember, was like a tingling down the side. I never had any of that. Not afterwards anyway. So what they do, your back's edged forward or bent forward. They spray some solution onto your back, and yeah, it's cold. It made me bloody tense up. But relax. You're dealing with professionals here, and I want to express this to one of my subscribers. They are professionals. You are not the first one to have an epidural. You certainly won't be the last. So you're in good hands. So after they sprayed this solution on, I assume it's like a antiseptic, not 100% sure. I didn't ask, to be fair. Relax. Then you're given 2 injections either side of your spine. This numbs all your lower spine or lower back. Then, once that's taken its effect and you're numb, you'll feel them probing your spine, and they want to insert the epidural needle into the centre of your spine. Once that's done, it takes roughly about a minute and a half. I'm not 100% sure because time sort of blurs a little bit because everything's coming at you at once. And after about a minute and a half, I felt my toes going tingly. After maybe a couple more minutes, you're assisted to be laying down onto this bed. By this time, you can't feel your legs, nothing below. They'll spray and also test that you numb waist downwards. They don't want it going upwards for the simple fact you could probably have affect your other organs, and they don't want that. You want it waist downwards, and obviously then happy days. They'll spray you with the stuff to make sure you are numb. Once they're fully satisfied that you are in the right sort of condition, you're wheeled into the operating theatre where they've got everything ready. And then that's when you go in. I'm having my blood pressure and oxygen level tested every 2.5 minutes. Also hydrated, because they had to hydrate me, make sure I'm hydrated fully. So, and I was allowed water pre to the actual operation. So you're laying on the operating theatre or operating bed. You can't feel nothing. I remember from my first operation looking down and seeing my right leg in a stirrup, all iodine over it. Didn't even know it had been put up. That's how good it is. You can't feel it. They put my leg up in the air, brushed it with all iodine, and I never felt a thing. Never felt a thing. This time, the curtain went straight across and I couldn't see anything. I thought afterwards, would I have liked to see what they were doing? Maybe so, but maybe that's the gory side of it. I don't know. But I think on thinking back, maybe I shouldn't, because how will that affect me mentally, and also will that put more stress on my body? Thinking about what's going through and actually seeing what's happening. Anyway, curtain goes across. I've taken a mobile phone, some AirPods, listen to me music. I'm listening to soft rock, a bit of ACD, whatever you want to listen to. You listen to it. Now, it's a good thing to take, and they recommend you take it because if you're awake, you can hear everything that's going on. And you hear the nurses, the doctors, the anaesthetists, all chit-chatting away, whereas you black some of that out, and you still hear the cutting and people talking and sort of in the background. By this time, as I say, it's a 2.5 to 3 hour operation. It's no keyhole. You can feel the vibrations up your body, so you know you're being knocked around. The only way I can relate to it is that if you go into the dentist, you have your injection to have a tooth out, you can feel the pulling, but you can't feel the pain. This is relatively the same. You can feel what they're doing, but you can't feel the pain. At one point during the operation, I felt something and heard something going into what I thought was a bucket. I don't know what it was. Then again, now I thought it was that was the top part of my knee, that was the bottom part of my knee being chucked into a bucket. Whether it was or not, I don't know, but that's what went through my mind, and that's what I heard. It probably was. I don't know. But this is what went through my mind anyway. Once it's done, you are then bandaged up severely and wrapped up. They put like a grip on the bottom of your leg, which I didn't realise at the end, which I think they put into, it's connected to like air hoses to pump air in to circulate the bottom of your leg, which I forgot to mention on my first video. Anyway, once that's all done, the curtain goes across and you're all bandaged up. They'll ask you a few questions and make sure you're okay. This is what we've done. Then you're taken off into a ward, which is you're there for about 30 minutes. And I know I've been knocked around because the only way to feel it is the top of my leg was like it had been dead legged for about half an hour. It was sore, but also I was shaking. And whether I'm just a little bit older or it just took more out of me this time than the first time, don't know. But I was physically shaking. They give you a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, whichever your preference. Some biscuits, if you want more biscuits, ask them. They're more than welcome to take them. They'll give them you. Once you've got that, then you're taken onto the ward. I was 3 o'clock in the afternoon from my op, so 3 hours, 6 o'clock at night, I'm going into the ward roughly. And then there's no physio that time of night. So you're in the bed, you give them something to eat, and the next morning, I think from that time, you're left at overnight. You've got the nurses there if you need anything, a bedpan or a whatever you want, drink. Next morning's the worst time. That's the worst time. Trying to get out of bed. That leg's took a beating, and I know from my first op to my second op, having a full knee op is not keyhole surgery. Getting that leg out of bed and getting it into bed. Wow, pain, you'll know about pain when you have it done. But that's the first start of getting better. My advice, and they'll tell you probably the same, either hook your good leg underneath it, get your dressing gown robe and hook that underneath it to assist you to get that poor leg out of bed. Slowly. You'll not understand when you go through it. It will be slowly. It does get better. Walking, it comes. Now what have I now? 4 weeks now, and I'm from my first operation to my second operation. The difference, there is a big difference. I'll come to that afterwards. My first knee, my right knee, I could straighten. It took a while, but I could bend it further. Now my left knee, which I've just had done, which was 22 months later, I could straighten that further than the opposite knee. Bending it, I'm finding it a lot harder. And I'm finding it a lot harder to walk with this time than I did last time. Reason being, you are hobbling longer. The only way I can describe it, and you'll know, is having like a stone in your shoe. You're like this, you're like this, you're like this. Yeah, I get it. And the lads at work, I'll know because they take the mickey out of me. Now I've got the pebble out my shoe. It's learning. What it is you've got to learn your tendons and muscles to rebuild themselves to walk how you should walk, because you've had 22 months, nearly 2 years walking ock-handed. So that's where you've got to build your muscles up again, and the physios help you to do that. You've got to remember, do them exercises. I did get told a story. Somebody, I won't mention names, decided he wanted more time off work, so he didn't do the exercises. You don't do the exercises, then you're going to have less operation in your leg than you did before. It's your benefit, it's to your benefit to get them exercises done. Don't push it. Don't push it. Where I tried doing it this time because I wanted to get where I was with my other knee. The only problem with that is you push it one day, the next day you're hurting more, and you don't want to do as much as you did the first day. Get to the sweet spot where you feel it and you're feeling it. Maybe have a little push on the last one. They say 10 reps. Hold it for 5 seconds on certain exercises. Do it. Maybe the last one, push it a little bit, then relax. Put your feet up under a pillar and make sure you use it like an ice pack, or they say a bag of peas, whatever, cold flannel. Raise your leg, because your knee will be swollen. Believe me, it'll be swollen. You've got the dressing on for 12 days. After that, you go to your local GP. You're given through the hospital some surgical scissors, which you have to take with you. You go to the GP and they'll take the bandaging off and remove all your staples. There's around, I don't know, there's 30, I don't know, there's a lot. There is a lot. I actually measured roughly my right knee to my left knee, the scar. On my right knee is roughly about 7 inches, on my left knee is 6 inches, so it will vary. This time at the GP's, they put like a short little bandage off just to travel back home. I could take that off afterwards. Then you can shower. Previous to that, you cannot shower. You've got to hand wash yourself. That bandage has got to make sure it's clean, no water gets in it, only for the fact that you've just had a 6-inch scar. Well, you're going to have a 6-inch scar there, and you don't want it getting infected. Last thing you want is to get that infected. So bear that in mind. Okay, this is my explanation for not being online for a while. So I hope this video helps everybody out, and if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, have a look at the other videos that I've got on the channel. Most of them, I've got one for my other knee, a lot of me travelling, and there's some few videos on there. Have a look at it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. No likey, no likey. It's okay. Otherwise, you likey, give us a thumbs up. Okay, catch you later. Bye-bye.